SGC here, and it's Game of Thrones time, people. Episode 5, and let's do this. King's Landing is where the political things are. King's Landing is the politics. So we see Peter Baelish and his spy network of how he's trying to deal with the Tyrells. I mean, he set up a guy as a squire to sleep with Loras to figure out what is Loras happening and what is the plan. And then he figures out that Sansa is trying to be wedded to him. And it's cool to say that the politics are still at play despite that everything is going nuts. Because, I mean, there's so many fronts now and so many war stuff, but there's still inner politics here. That's pretty cool. And you got Tyrion and the Queen of Thorns doing that. Whoa, that exchange was pretty crazy. Tyrion did not, have anything to go up against the Queen of Thorns. The Queen of Thorns hold her ground and was, crazy. I really enjoyed pretty much any scene with Queen of Thorns now, because she's just so badass. And then you have, how Tywin is trying to be the old dad and doing the political weddings, and he's Tyrion marry Sansa, and Cersei marry Loras. So that's pretty whoa, he's just trying to win everybody over by weddings, and the kids aren't happy at all. And it's pretty interesting to see Cersei being I have to submit to my father because he's my father sort of thing. It's you don't see that side of her much. Then you got Dragonstone, you see the Stannis problem of how Davos is in the prison, and Stannis' daughter is totally why is this happening? It really shows the conflicting values of war and trying to spread out, and then you got family conflict of even Stannis' own wife is I know everything you did with Melisandre, and now the daughter is sort of I don't understand you, father, sort of thing. Then in the Riverlands we get this crazy fight, or it was pretty intense. I mean, you got the Hound versus this Dondarrion guy, and then Dondarrion's got this fire sword action going on, and the Hound still kicks his ass, but for some crazy reason, the God of Light, whoever this thing is, healed Dondarrion and actually saved him 7 times. That is some pretty intense. He was cut down here, bam, the sword went through. It's whoa, that's crazy stuff. And then Arya is just I gotta kill this Hound guy because he's just bad for business. Things don't happen the way that she wants it to go, and now that the God of Light has spoken, apparently, it is the Hound that should be alive. It's interesting in this scene because, I mean, it shows the dedication of the God of Light people beyond Melisandre, because, I mean, Melisandre is the representation of God of Light on Earth. But then these followers and these priest guys are this is direct, evidence of the God of Light existing. Because, I mean, Dondarrion is supposed to have died 7-8 times now, but he's still alive. So that's crazy stuff. And then we got the Robb party where where these guys, Karstark, just totally didn't care about Robb and killed the 2 Lannister kids. And now Robb is dude, you just ruined all my plans. And now Robb has to pull what I did, what my father did sort of thing, cut off your head. And then now it's craziness in the ranks, and it's just man, Robb, are you holding the honor of everything, or are you going to fight this war? And at Harrenhal we have finally Jaime and Brienne sort of catching a breather. Now they're chilling out in the pool, and then Jaime sort of opens up, and it's wow, this guy was totally maybe a huge troll, because everyone thinks that he's a Kingslayer for the reason that of badness, but pretty much he's would you kill your father if your king told you to do it? I mean, that's pretty deep things. He loved his father more than he loved his king, and it's obviously looked down upon. But what you gotta say to that? Of course I don't want to kill my dad, but if the king calls out for it, it's that's so conflicting. He doesn't seem as bad, I guess. I would feel sorry for him, but obviously of all the bad things that he's done, you don't just because of that you're gonna say nope, Jaime, you still have to do a lot of stuff, be redeemed. And then beyond the wall, Jon is questioned and trust issues clearly, and then he has some intimate moments with Ygritte, and it's well, does that mean she accepts him now fully? Will she stand up for him? It would be an interesting concept to see playing out, because I mean, now you have wildlings as Ygritte that's supporting you, and then you have the wildlings of the Orel dude that he's just no, I don't trust you kids, sort of thing. Ooh. And then across the narrow sea, back to the Queen of Dragons, we have some pretty cool scenes of Sir Jorel and Sir Blaston, where they just chill out and talk about their lives and go like, this is what happened to me, and it's like more history building, so that's kind of cool stuff. And then we have the Unsullies again here, where they're trying to do like, we have our name, I am called Grey Worm, you saved me on a day called Grey Worm, so therefore I'm Grey Worm. And that's pretty craziness. It's like, Daenerys is really going up the freedom thing. I wonder if that's gonna backfire, as in like, no, we don't care about our freedom, we like the way that we work. Because I mean, sometimes, you know, Stockholm Syndrome, you just get, like, accept life as, like, I'm a slave. I'm okay with being a slave. So what am I gonna do now that I'm a free man? I don't know what to do, I'm gonna die. So maybe that's I don't know. Freedom, it's hard stuff. Anyway, that is Game of Thrones episode 5, and I hope people didn't really like, oh my goodness, this horrible episode compared to the last one, because I mean, episode 4 was pretty crazy with Daenerys and everything, and now here is more like character building. And I like the pacing now that we're jumping around, that everything's established in a sense where I get what happens. Like, the first 4 felt like there's jumping way too quickly, and I was like, I want more time with these people, but with this episode, it felt a lot better. Anyway, that is all Game of Thrones episode 5, season 3. See ya.